So with this new generation of smartwatches, Samsung's taken everything it's done right in the previous generation and placed it into a better package that has better performance, better battery life, a new health sensor that gives you so much more information, not to mention a new operating system that kind of breathes life into an old smartwatch platform. Let's take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic versus the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and what some of the differences are. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to throw up a chart that kind of gives you a one-to-one comparison of both watches, for you visual people, so you have an idea of the major key differences so you can make a good buying decision. Welcome to the support video, guys. This video is strictly for informational purposes only. If you're looking to purchase a Samsung Galaxy Watch and you're not sure which one to buy, Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic or Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, this is definitely the video to check out. I'm going to be telling you the differences. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy informative tech videos like this, go ahead and do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Let's get started with the comparison.
Let them fight.
Now, when comparing both smartwatches, you're going to see some minor differences between the two. Like, for instance, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic size-wise has a 45.5 and a 41.5 millimeter option versus the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 that has a 46.2 and a 42.5 millimeter option. Now, the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic is a bit lighter than the 3, and you're really dealing with a couple of grams here. Like, for instance, you're dealing with 52 grams for the larger one and 46 grams for the smaller one, versus on the Watch 3 a 53.8 gram for the larger one and a 48.2 gram for the smaller one. Now, oddly enough, having owned both watches, it's weird, but the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic does feel a little bit more comfortable on the wrist. One of the first things I noticed when I placed the watch on is that it did feel lighter than the Watch 3, and I know that's weird to say because you're really only dealing with a couple of grams here or there, but there were some situations with the Watch 3 that just felt like it was pressing up against the bone that was in my wrist, which really made it hard for me to wear for prolonged use. And I really wanted to use it for sleep tracking, but sometimes it would get really uncomfortable to wear at night, and just throughout the day I would have to take it off every now and then, and I'm not running into that problem with the Watch 4 Classic, and it's blowing my mind again because it's only a couple of grams difference in weight. But I can tell you from my experience, it's a lot more comfortable to wear the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic than the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. It's weird. Now, screen-wise, you're pretty much going to have the same screen across both watches. You have a Super AMOLED 1.4-inch display, so both watches are going to give you a really nice screen to work with, but the PPI is going to be a little bit better on the Samsung Galaxy 4 Watch Classic, so you're going to be getting a brighter screen overall with that particular watch. That being said, how bright are you going to be turning up the watch anyway, because you're always navigating that fine line between the watch brightness and the actual overall battery use. If you want a full day's worth of battery, you're probably not going to turn up the brightness that much, but it does remain to be said that the brighter screen is going to be on the Watch 4 Classic. And also, both watches do offer the same stainless steel casing. One of the major differences between these two watches come down to the operating system, the guts, the brain of the watch itself. The Watch 3 is still using the Tizen OS versus the Watch 4 Classic that's made the switch over to Wear OS, powered by Samsung. Now, this is really exciting for me. It's one of the main reasons why I made the jump from the Watch 3 to the Watch 4, because I'm a big proponent of Wear OS. I liked the Tizen operating system. I just felt like it was getting a little bit old and a little bit clunky. An operating system being as important as it is to any particular tech device that you use, I do like how Samsung's integrated what was really good in the Tizen OS into this new Wear OS, powered by Samsung, working with Google. You have access to the Google Assistant, you have access to the Google Play Store, you have access to even more applications because it's not in this weird little application store by Samsung anymore. It's in the larger Play Store that has full access and open to the Android platform. So you have more watch faces to choose from. You have more applications that integrate properly with your smartwatch, that work directly from your wrists, and they work directly with your phone. It just feels like a more cohesive operating system and not just something that's separate from the overall overall Android system itself. And because Samsung had a hand in actually creating Wear OS for their new smartwatch platform, if you couple that with the new processor that's in the new smartwatch, it just feels like the Watch 4 Classic is absolutely crushing everything that I throw on it on a day-to-day basis. The use case is just amazing. Everything is flying, navigating is fluid, opening and closing applications, it does it like butter. It just feels a lot more natural for the notifications. All the stuff that I normally do on the smartwatch feels that much better on this new Watch OS and this new Wear OS platform. Now, if you're a person that's still looking to get the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, please note that Samsung is still going to be supporting that operating system. It says for about 3 years. If they're looking to end support for that around August of 2023, so you can still purchase a Watch 3 and know that you're going to be getting the security updates. You're going to be getting the support for that Tizen operating system at least until August of 2023. After that, we don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to completely abandon it, or are they going to close up shop? We're not sure, but you're safe at least until then. So if you do want to rock your watch only for a couple of years, the Watch 3 is still definitely an option. But if you're looking to keep this watch long term, then you're probably going to want to look into the Galaxy Watch 4, because this new operating system is here to stay. Now, without a doubt, a big part of any smartwatch nowadays, especially for me personally, the use case of using your smartwatch for fitness. It plays a huge role in my day-to-day life. I love tracking my steps. I like just using my devices to make myself a healthier overall human being, and the watch plays a big active role in this. Now, both watches do an adequate job of tracking just about anything you can think of. With the integration of Samsung Health, you can track a ton of different workouts. You can, of course, track your steps, you can track your sleep, you can track how much water you actually intake, but the Galaxy Watch 4 takes it a bit further. So the new BIA sensor really just gives you an overall picture of your complete health. It tracks things that I never thought of tracking, like your skeletal muscle mass, your basal metabolic rate, your body fat percentage. It takes all these things and it just integrates it into the health applications, and it takes all that reading directly from your wrist. The sleep tracking on this thing is amazing, by the way. It gives you the ability to track your REM sleep, your light sleep. You can track your awake time. It even gives you the ability to track your snores. It like gives you a number of how long you snore and how many times you snored during the night. You can get an overall picture of your health. And if you're an information nut like me, that really comes in handy. You could take all this information, analyze it yourself, or just bring it to your doctor and overwhelm him with all this information you have about your body that can kind of give you a better path to overall better health, which is not a bad thing at all. Now, battery wise, both watches are giving you a pretty good battery life. For both watches, using them daily, I was able to get through a full day of use without charging the watch. Normally, I would end at about maybe 30 to 25% battery life, and it seems pretty consistent between both watches. The Galaxy Watch 4 Classic does have a bigger battery, 361 milliamp hour battery versus a 340 on the larger size of the Galaxy 3 watch. So I did end the day with a little bit more power on my Watch 4 versus my Watch 3, but both watches are going to get you through a full day of use. Even if you're a power user, if you're a non-power user, then you're probably going to have more battery life at the end of the day. You can probably push it to a day and a half, maybe 2 days. These are watches that you're probably going to be charging on a consistent basis. So when it comes down to it, brass tacks is money on the table, which watch should you purchase? It really just comes down to the use case for any technology that you're going to buy. It comes down to what you're going to be using the watch or device for. Both watches are extremely capable. Both watches are going to give you a great overall experience. It's just that the Galaxy Watch 4 has those additional features than the Galaxy Watch 3 does, and it also has that updated operating system if you're going to be keeping your watch for a longer time. Remember that you're going to be losing support for that Tizen operating system in August of 2023. So if you're not looking to buy another smartwatch before August of 2023, then you may not want to consider the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, whereas the newer watch has the new OS that's here to stay, and also those additional health tracking features that are available in the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic really does give you a better overall view of your health. So if you're a health nut, an information nut like me, would go with the one that has the more health tracking. upgrading. But if you're a person that is going to be upgrading your watch a year or a year or two from now, and you don't really track all that health stuff and you don't know what the hell to do with all that health information anyway, then the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 is still a very capable watch that's going to give you a great overall experience. Both watches, you really can't go wrong. It's just that one is newer than the next, and the newer one is always going to have newer stuff. Either one that you decide is going to be the right one for you because you're making the decision based on what you're going to be doing with it. And that is my 2 cents, I guess. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. Hopefully the video offered you some information that's going to help you make a better buying decision. Like I said before, I'm going to put up a chart that kind of outlines the differences between the two. That chart is coming up now. Again, thanks so much for checking out the video. As always, make sure to stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.